Hey everybody, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about this amazing Humble Bundle here. So this is a bundle full of books that are really useful. Even if you're not necessarily going to be using all of this information, I would say this bundle is absolutely worth it. It's by Mercury Learning and Information here, and a lot of the books are math oriented, are engineering oriented, and as a programmer, you probably should know some of these things here. And if you don't use all these books, I think they're actually quite good here. So first of all, one of the things that we can go through some of the ones that I think are really good here. So the first one here is this mechanical engineering here. Even if you're a programmer, it's good to know a little bit of mechanical engineering just because it's how the world works here. There are a lot of math ones here using MATLAB, as well as algebra, linear algebra here. There's also one with tensor analysis for engineers. But the ones that I really like here are, for example, this one here, flight science. And the thing is, as a programmer, you have to know that sometimes you need to know other things other than just programming in order to do a good job. And so if you've ever worked at a company that does anything to do with flight, you can have that in here. And if you want to get a job, then it's probably worth reading this book and making something in your practical project on flights here. And so, even if you want to be a machine learning engineer and you want to find, let's say, the best foil for planes here using machine learning, you're going to need to know a little bit about flight science. Actually, you probably need to know more than a little bit. But anyway, this will give you a very good foundation here. Another one that I really like here is this industrial automation and robotics here. So this is a big field, and if you make practical projects with your knowledge of programming and apply it to something like this, then that is really good to have those kind of practical projects in your portfolio here. Robotics is huge. It's one of the things that you absolutely need to know here. There's also a good one if you're a video game programmer here. There's math for game programming. So it's so that one's also very good here. Also, if you're really into network and cryptography, this is a book for you as well. So obviously that works really well with computers. But the thing is, if you want to learn something, and this is just kind of tells you exactly what you need to know, it's probably good for you as well. Now, the last, but certainly not least here, again, there's a lot of math ones in here. So if you need to brush up on your math skills, it's a good one here. But this one here is basic electronics. And one of the reasons why I say that this is important for you as programmers here is that a lot of the things in the mechanical world have been kind of neglected over the last 10 years. And there is a kind of a gap in knowledge here. There's a bunch of people that know how to do this, but don't know how to code. And if you know how to code and know how to do this, you put yourself in a very good position here, and that position will allow you to either get a job or even keep your job here. So this is a very good bundle to have. It's really not that expensive, and I highly recommend that if you're a programmer that you should get this bundle of books. And the thing is that if you're ever, what I used to do when I was just learning a lot of this stuff here is I would take these onto a plane, and every time I was traveling, I would just read some of this books here, and I really did work for me in the end here. So if you're on a train or a plane or anywhere, you can just read this stuff here. And I highly recommend it. It's a very good bunch of books. There's obviously, with Humble Bundle, there are 3 tiers. This one is probably the best deal here, and it's really not that expensive. So I highly recommend that you do it. And not to mention, you do also get to put some money to charity as well. So this is a win-win for everybody. And if you're a programmer, I highly recommend that you get these books. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.